What's up, everyone, and welcome to Tell Me About It, Tara, brought to you by the Holy Happy Hour. I'm Tara, and today I just want to say a few words about how awesome the resurrection is. Okay, so here's the deal. This is why Christianity works. Because Jesus rose from the dead. Now, Christianity wouldn't be a thing if Jesus had just died, and that was that. Because, and I'm going to go to C.S. Lewis's Trilemma for a moment. If you've heard of it, awesome. If you haven't, even better. So C.S. Lewis offers this super great argument for Jesus and his divinity. And he says that Jesus Christ is either Lord, liar, or lunatic. So he's either Lord in that everything he said was true. He really is God. Before Abraham was, he is. He and the Father are one, and so on and so forth. He's either a liar, which means he just lied about everything, and he said he was God, but he wasn't, so he must have been a liar. Or he was a lunatic, because only a crazy person would claim to be God's son, and would say the things that Jesus said. So here's the deal about the resurrection. The fact that Jesus rose from the dead, reveals that he is God, he is Lord, and that he appears to his disciples, he appears to Peter and the apostles in the upper room. He rises from the dead. He reveals that he is God through his resurrection from the dead. So this is the really, really cool thing about the resurrection, that God is alive, and that this means that we too, as Christians, as beloved sons and daughters of God, by the graces of our baptism, it means that we too get to participate in the resurrection. So this not only means, wow, here's the super awesome news. This not only means that when we die, we actually will rise again. We will get to spend all eternity with God, which, geez, doesn't even get any better than that. But then our bodies will be resurrected. God will make a new heavens and a new earth, and we're going to get to live forever with him and everybody else in heaven, which is pretty dang sick. But we don't have to wait to experience the resurrection once we die. We can actually experience the resurrection now. So here's other parts of the good news, that those things in your life that are dead, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure that something is coming to mind as I say that. Maybe it is a relationship, it is a friendship, it is an experience, it is past trauma, or just really hard things that just seem like they are dead and they're never coming to life again. God will bring them to life again. He will for sure bring them all to life at the end of time, at the resurrection. But God also gives us a piece of the resurrection now here on earth. And this is what he gives us through his grace. He actually works out redemption and sanctification in us. And we can hand to him our broken relationships, our broken friendships, those terrible experiences that we have had in our lives that have caused great woundedness or great suffering. We can actually give all of that to him, and he will bring it back to life. Through the resurrection, God reveals very fully who he is, that he is the God of life. He leaves nothing dead, and he's actually even written that into creation itself. If you think about the seasons, and you think about fall and winter, everything just dies, and the world gets really quiet. But then spring always comes. It always gets warmer. Everything turns green again. Life starts bursting at the seams yet again. This is the constant cycle of life, death and resurrection, but it's never always death. God has promised life, and he promises some very beautiful things in Revelation 21, that he will wipe the tears from our eyes, that there will be no more mourning, no more death, that he will make his dwelling among men, and that he will make all things new. That's what I want to share with you today. That whatever is dead in your life, in your heart, God wants that. He wants that. He wants you to talk about it with him. He wants you to bring it to him. He wants you to say, Lord, bring this back to life. It is dead. And we can look especially to the story of Lazarus in John 11 when Jesus' beloved friend dies and Jesus waits. He waits. He hears that Lazarus is sick and he waits to go to him because the death is going to be unto God's glory. Jesus even uses death for his good purposes. Instead of healing Lazarus, no, he does something even better. He raises him from the dead. So I want you also, fellow Christian, to have consolation that sometimes, oddly enough, God permits death because he wants to bring about a resurrection. And he wants to bring about that resurrection because he wants to bring about a deeper revelation of who he is and who he wants to be for you. So have confidence that God will bring to life anything that has died. So I'm speaking about the resurrection for a reason. And that is because in some odd way, this could be considered a death episode because, well, that sounds really morbid, because this is going to be my last Tell Me About It, Tara episode. It's been super fun getting to make videos from my living room with my laptop. It's very simple how I do this. But this will be my last episode, mainly for one reason, and that is because I'm on mission in New York. I'm deeply convicted of being on mission here, and I believe that it is most important that I be with the people here face to face with them as much as possible. And believe it or not, it takes time to think about what I'm going to make videos on and recording them and so on. So that's the main reason why I will not be making videos for Tell Me About It, Tara anymore. But I do also have a hobby of recording a podcast. It really is hit or miss when it comes out because, again, of evangelization work, and sometimes I just don't get around to recording, and that's okay. But if you have any interest at all in continuing to hear my voice and content from me, you can check out my podcast, Revival. You can find it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But it really has been such a joy getting to make videos for you all. And I sincerely and deeply hope that through 1 second, through a minute, through a video, you just came to know the Lord a little bit better and came to love him a little bit more. That is my deepest desire for all of you who are watching and listening. And I just ask for your prayers. I ask always for prayers and for the deep conversion of my own soul and for all the souls of all these beloved New Yorkers. So thank you all. It's been such a joy, and truly, you guys are great. So continue to watch the Holy Happy Hour. Josh is going to keep coming out with some really great content. He has some awesome ideas. But in the meantime, this is the last time that you will hear from me. But don't worry, because there will be a resurrection one way or another. And maybe that resurrection will be you just hopping on over to Revival. Maybe not. Who knows? But anyway, it's been a joy. And like I said, you've been watching the Holy Happy Hour. Tell Me About It, Tara, hosted by the Holy Happy Hour. I'm Tara, and I will talk to you guys later.